She's back now. Let's hop into the draft. Any differences here? We got Gyro first phase, Kunkka first phase. Kunkka's been pretty popular for VP. Pasha playing it a lot. Nothing too weird here, right?
No, the tree, same ban as the EG yesterday. They banned the tree versus Navi. Alk as well. Crystallize played the Alchemist yesterday, I believe. And he had a really good game, so nothing really surprising yet. Another first pick A. They, like we said, Sameiko's A was
like actually so scary. Venge just has to be within like wave of terror range, and A is gonna die.
Yeah, We Were Venge has been like a... It looks pretty good, but I think the X factor for VP, unless like the A blast connects right on target, Sunray is gonna get a lot of the X initiative.
It's Radiant's turn.
Phoenix might be the X factor.
turns him into stone and waits till right before the end and then kicks. He still does the long kick, but they turn back into hero form and take the damage.
So you're saying he could like kick them while ruptured or something?
Yeah,
or
with the stone, but they break out of the stone in the middle of the kick and then keep going the long
and then
distance.
keep taking the rupture, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So it's a last pick OD. This matchup versus Razor, I think, is the most important for VP right now.
In the past, it was a Razor advantage,
Yes.
right? Like, but now with the changes to OD, what's it like now?
Still slightly Razor favored. The OD player can play it correctly, where if he doesn't, tries to get static linked at the start of the creep wave when all their full HP, so he can Astral and back off, try to CS after the buff war is over.
So he'll get at least like one of the last hits with the first Astral, lose like 20-30 damage, but do you prioritize like lots of movement speed early? Because I feel like sometimes when I play Razor, they go like instant boots of speed when like... Does that help a lot too? Or is it just better to go stat stuff?
It can help. It's hard because sometimes you need to buy a lot of regen. OD. So the Razor is going to be able to have a regen advantage on you. He doesn't need to spend gold as you. So he gets his boots faster than you. So at that point, since your boots are going to be 30, 40 seconds, you get them at that point. You're already going to be losing them. You might need to recover with like Null, maybe even a Bracer versus magic resistance. Try to tank up.
Well, what about going late game? Obviously, having Banish against like this burst damage thing that we've been seeing from Navi with like Axe A or even Bloodseeker Rupture, that's amazing with the OD. But what about like carry potential wise against the enemy heroes going into the late game?
Odisha has a pretty free game this game. I think if he gets really fat, they're gonna. So I think this like mid lane is like, important.
So he has to have like good early game, and then he'll be ahead.
Keep having a good mid game. Keep having a good late.
Both lineups are very high progressive, but as the game goes on, Navi's lineup is. All those three cores are like dot damage, damage over time type of heroes, especially with Razor and Bloodseeker. There's gonna be a limit on how much damage that they can input late game fight. So while both teams want to fight early game, VP kind of feels like not on timer. Navi feels more on timer.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, seeing the Bloodseeker, it's a kind of a boomer bust hero. What's like a good Bloodseeker build right now? The Phase Boots is what he's got queued up. Radiance sometimes is what we see, but is that what we expect, or could there be something else that he plays around with?
A lot of people still go Midas on the hero into Radiance. Okay. He has it queued up already, so probably what he's thinking. The Radiance is really good because when you're in the middle of a fight, you're burning everyone. Your thirst go up, so you like gotta go faster, burn more heroes with it. So as the fight goes later, you can go faster, more attack speed. It also gets buffed by your Blood Rage. So the Radiance has a lot of synergy. After that, probably a BKB, because most of VP,
30 seconds
OD and the Phoenix, Shaker are all magic. So he has this BKB Radiance, you can think around that timing is when they try to force a lot of them out.
It's kind of interesting how many heroes are like, that's just standard build, Midas, Radiance, it's like any chase hero.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters. Yeah.
I've got a feeling that he's gonna not gonna get Radiance. I feel like that item is gonna be probably gonna get very strong into weak.
Okay, Jen.
Also a common Bloodseeker.
Keep an eye out for any.
Pasha gets enchant totem level 1, does some damage.
Outclicks the Beaver a little bit, or the Bloodseeker.
So one of the bounties got denied. Must have. By somebody.
So
looks like Blizz is gonna right away. There's no way like he can be happily again.
So Avenge can minus arm the Axe, and the Axe already kind of has low armor.
Yeah.
So he actually is going to take a lot of damage.
First Spirit's actually getting wrecked by Avenge. No stout on him because he went Orb of Venom. He's... Ooh, and he's going to lose the salve a little bit too. It's actually pretty huge. One Tango left. No stout shield. Ramses can pursue well. This lane looks good. Avenge grabbing a sentry. They're going to go check for a D ward.
So this mid lane I think is the most important to focus on right now. For both sides. And both of the sides. Navi obviously confident, the Razor player. Well, he's confident, you know, any matchup. They picked this Razor first phase, 2 games. So they know, they have a feeling that he's going to do good in this.
So
no one needs to win.
The thing with the offlane cutting like this is the position 4 usually kind of loses levers a lot. The offlane's cut. The thing with this matchup, the mid matchup, is Earth Spirit needs to possible to pressure the OD Razor, because Phoenix can't help mid. It's just gonna sit bottom. Meaning our Earth Spirit here is very happy rolling around. We say that good rolling border on our solo. Might go down here.
Couple spin, 4 right clicks, Orb of Venom, Battle Hunger. They just run.
That actually makes everything kind of worth it for Earth Spirit in some ways.
Yeah, he's gonna get level 2 too.
And normally you get like zoned. Because he has low gold, he becomes useless, but in this case he can just help guarantee that first blood.
So it's really nice with the OD that he, or against the OD, if the OD ever tries to Astral aggressively, the Earth Spirit can wait and kick on him. And without Astral, the OD dies fairly easily.
Yeah, he's Earth Spirit is looking at mid right now, but the creep wave is not good, so probably not gonna go for it. Another cool thing that I want to mention is the offlaner cuts like this. It's important to block the big camp, so the enemy team's carry cannot drag their creeps to the neutral camp.
Which, oh, this big camp?
Yes.
Yeah, because then the carry can't pull it down here and do the same thing.
Yeah, that way, like, you can out-farm the enemy carry by a lot.
I thought you were talking about, like, the camps in the jungle, because Axe can aggro anyways, right?
Nah. That camp, like, the enemy wants to block it. The Axe is gonna farm those, which is...
And they guessed wrong on the sentry for the other side, so... Oh, I'm sorry, it's actually a ward. They blocked it. I'm pretty sure I just pinged for everybody, all the other streamers will.
So right now, Solo realizes that he cannot touch the X top, so he's just staying bottom. It's kind of hurt the Rogers game because Phoenix needs a lot of levers, especially lever. That's what Solo has to do.
This lane's gonna be kind of hard for the Crystallize, the Bloodseeker. Earthshaker, his enchant totem is gonna get 3 denies. Up into a point, as Thirst doesn't really give damage anymore, it's the attack speed. It's hard for him to contest the
I keep thinking this is Earthshaker when I click on him.
Good rolling border and kickback from Zayac. No one's taking a lot of damage, but he should be fine with the... It's got Vanish and Fairy Fire. But it's never a good feeling as mid player, right, Connor? Like when you're like this?
Yeah, he has to buy salve. You're not gonna... He's gonna just feel sad too.
The emotions. That's really close.
If his salve got off there, his emotions would be...
That's where you abandon, right?
Bad.
Oh, look at the Axe top. Axe is about to go down, or Weaver's lucky spin. Oh!
That was scary, dude.
That was scary.
8 HP.
But Ramses had that under control. A good rotation by Solo. He got level 2 from bottom, and then he rotated top to kill the Axe with the Weaver.
It's actually so nice that Earthshaker is able to basically contest Crystallize from getting easy last hits by being Earthshaker. It works out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this A Bloodseeker lane is kind of weak together. There's no synergy for either.
Yeah, A really wants a stun or a slow.
Yeah, same with the Bloodseeker. He wants a stun for his Blood Right if they want to.
It is nice though that he can lower his health. Like Chilling Touch is a decent harassment skill, so.
Easy is going on Solo here. First spray roll connects.
You die well.
So where did Weaver go? Oh, he went back to heal, I guess. Yeah, that was after the Axe kill, I believe.
This Earth Spirit's the hero to look out for as well. For Navi.
4 bounders for Navi.
Jeez. The downside of that Weaver having to go back.
Weaver team bot. He's gonna go on Snako. Falling very low. I think he's gonna go down for free.
This is the first death.
I mean, yeah.
At 5 minutes, it's not that bad.
Huge improvement.
3 more of those, and then they'll be back. So.
Luckily, he wasn't leaning against the Weaver. He was beating a lot more.
So the Weaver's now, I think he doesn't have a Basilius, but there's a... So they're gonna try to pressure this bot tower against the Bloodseeker.
There is a base on Phoenix that bought that right away. So. They can push this.
Tempo top is also getting pressured by the axe.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
done
but
really
Night Pass is not.
It'll protect it, but
The difference in levers is showing quite heavily. Bleezy lever 6 axe,
that is actually huge.
9 Pasha on lever 4.
Crystallize is level 4 now as well, and Weaver's level 6 already. Scary stuff. For both the carries, I guess.
And isn't it kind of huge that Crystallize is underleveled here, considering the fact that Navi doesn't have as good of like late game stuff? It feels like he's behind, and if he just gets pressured here,
Huge dive though, coming in from solo.
TP in from
VP side.
Zayac, Dark Spirit. He's gonna catch the Phoenix.
Oh, he hits so slow. Sueko looks like it's gonna go down too.
Okay.
His second death. Solo will go down too.
Nice stun to cancel
Nice
the rolling
stun.
over.
one more death and
Solo's
Snake's
taking a
online.
lot of damage. He has to be careful.
Should be fine. Zayac should not be fine. Gonna go down to the next Gucci. 1 second, 2 seconds.
His lifetime is not crystallized a bit of a body
Triple
block.
kill for Ramses.
Dude, that's so huge.
Meanwhile, Blizzy solo took down the tower top, so that's good for him. He's gonna have a very good game. Look at his items. Vanguard and Chainmail. That's a lot of tankiness.
He's unkillable, especially Vanguard against minus armor sources are really good too, because you damage block before armor is taken into account, so it's actually really nice to have this. The only hero is going to be scary is OD, but I mean the faster it gets like Blink Blade Mail, it'll actually pose a huge threat against OD.
Yeah. The OD's game is decent actually. Both the mid lane went fairly even, so I think VP should be happy with this. At least no one.
Better game than last. Could get ganked here. Roger level 4. Pasha does not have 6, so
It's a very tanky axe. Can they put it? They,
oh, they're rotating OD for this actually.
they need OD.
Slow from the dive. Might get caught by a fissure into Astral.
Fisher
Tries
is
to get the
there.
call, but nice
Oh, the
Astral.
Astral.
He's gonna time the stun, I believe. They're gonna just drop the ult, maybe. He's gonna go down to just.
Oh, lucky
Okay.
spin? No, it's not.
You hope for the spin. I saw that axe come out.
Yeah.
Back on the other side. This tower is very low actually.
Zayac's pinging bottom. He wants some action, maybe. Bottom.
I don't know if they can though. This Weaver is so strong.
He's trying. Silence, it might be enough. Silence into silence is enough. Zayac, he knows what he's doing.
2
knows the
seconds of
damage.
silence. It's enough.
It's
Yeah.
also the slow. The slow I think is really important there, so that he gets stuck by the blood rate.
Yeah, that's true.
Navi is very good on their tip game.
A sign of a well.
I've never seen that ward before. Like look at the solo ward.
Which one? Oh, this one. Oh, that's cool.
Never seen that one. That ward is
Lots of bounty rune too.
Do you have to cut a tree for it?
no.
I think so. I think you can juke down here, right? Just placed it. It's a lot safer than like the one to the left or even on the bounty rune. Well, that's a TI ward right there. That's one that he's like figured out and is like saving it. It's like, I need group stage wins. Give me an upper bracket. Midas on the way for Bloodseekers. Levels are a little bit low. His last hits are pretty bad too. 34 last hits.
This guy's having a rough time down here.
It's not
Solo might catch
awful,
him.
but
But yeah, if
it's
you
not
compare
great.
it with the Earthshaker, it's not as bad.
Misses silence here. Could be rupturing if they want to, but
Nico going
Solo
to
should
third.
good time lapse. But the chase now. No polo usage. Oh my
Kick with
god.
gives the kill to Crystallize. He's
took-
caught back off.
A lot of damage. That was huge, man. That was 2 deaths now for Ramses. It feels real rough.
And a 5-man tip to Ramses. There.
I mean, he got a triple kill earlier. Now he's just dead twice.
Yeah,
massive.
sometimes that happens. Like I said, the Weaver this game is a little scary, right? There's a lot of silences, a lot of catch burst.
Yeah.
Bloodseeker, the end of the pick phase, rupture as well. Completely destroys Weaver if you have against Cog, so
Speaking of silences,
no one gonna get a con on mid lane. Is he gonna get
take me off.
Oh,
He hit the
was
Fairy
close.
Fire too. He used it in base.
Zayac's already 6 with how many like kills he contributed.
This is a 3 bounty here for Navi. Not bad.
For the twin.
I mean, that's what, 7 out of 8 of the first 2 sets of bounties other than the starting ones? That's
Yeah.
huge. Razor normal build, pretty much. Phase against armor stuff. It's going drum after the double Wraith Band.
Cookie cutter build. He's done it. I think every game we've watched him play.
Yep.
Nothing out of the, too crazy out here. The Midas almost finished up on the Bloodseeker. It's not going to accelerate his farm that much more than it is now, but it's going to be nice for the levels.
Zayac has envious top. He has his eyes on Ramses. He's talking with the axe.
They might try to do some silence to do a kick into the axe.
Doesn't.
Or if you
or
want to
he is. This. Is there gonna be a lucky spin? Yes, there is.
That's good.
Man, Zayac
Poor-
is making so much things happen.
Poor Ramses, dude.
Yeah, so Ramses, his early game was very good. His lane top, and then when he rotated bot, got a triple kill. Tried to pressure the tower. Now he's died 3 times. That's gonna put a big dent. So it wasn't the hero, like the biggest hero for VP, I think, but he's a hero that was supposed to be for these first 15 minutes. You know? That Navi's supposed to be scared of and run away. But now that he can't do that,
Roger commits the egg for it. They're gonna get this once per kill.
He tried to.
Yeah, he tried.
Take the egg down with him.
Rupture use on the OD.
So Neiko, is he gonna die again? It looks like he's gonna be alive.
Nope.
Yeah, he did a right click.
Way too
Jax
close.
thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall.
I think if you right click one more time and got the PG damage, it would have made it, but it's just fast TP.
Probably should have died there to unlock the 4th death.
If you're
Exactly.
looking for Radiant's bottom
So
tower,
his game's gonna be a little slower than last game.
Hey, blast.
4th death.
Gets him.
did Radiant's bottom tower just fall?
Third spirit couldn't.
Don't answer that.
This is actually the worst thing about playing Weaver is like when you do get out harassed in your lane a little bit and it's not worth time lapsing. It's like I got a shrine or
Yeah, it's the worst feeling.
then you have to buy a bottle, which is fine most of the time. But if you try to, I mean, he did so well early game. He got these 3 Wraith bands. And he probably felt like, oh, dude, I don't need bottle. I'm just gonna like get a really quick Maelstrom and own this game. But then he just dies 3 times to a really good game, which is basically what happened last game too, right? Just good Navi ganks, over pressured VP, and made the game work.
Yeah, Navi's all their heroes. Magical's probably the least involved in all of their early game kills. Most of the games they play with him, he's Razor. He hits jungle. He prioritizes lanes over jungle. He'll always kill his mid lane first. to
Smoke
defend his
bottom.
towers.
Smoke bottom with Zayac. He's making stuff happen again.
That middle
Nice
tower
time lapse to get out.
You could tell he's got some PTSD, dude.
Yeah.
From the game before.
But the Phoenix might get caught. This is only golden, but a nice
That's really
dive. Roger's gonna get it out.
I like how Zayac realized that the enemy duo carry mid, the OD and Weaver, hates silences, so he kind of put in priority the silence over his ruling.
It's like old school build, right?
Yeah.
Radiant are scanning for
Back
enemies.
when Boulder was only a slow.
Yep.
I like Solo's quick buy.
So it is a good OD game, but because of because of how many silences there are on the other team, he's kind of feeling scared to team fight before he takes it.
So 2 big items came out right now, the Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker and then the Maelstrom on the Weaver. So VP might try to look to smoke up and pick off this Razor, because he's been very greedy this whole game. So it's a big kill if they can get him, or the Bloodseeker. He has his Midas finished up.
Yeah, you're right. Febby's going Maelstrom here on Bloodseeker now. The Blink on ES is pretty solid. His mana pool is a little bit weak. Doesn't have the 10 talent, no Soul Ring, but
Normally we see the Axe Rush on the offlane, but this game, 9 Pasha did not have a great game.
his Blink got scouted. They saw it. The Ice Plus happened to fly over him, so that's pretty rough. Oh, nice, he got a Battle Chest token. Good for him.
Congratulations to Nakasha. Probably more important than this victory.
He's gonna get like an 8-cent set out of that, I'm pretty sure. It seems like he's waiting to smoke with his team, but nobody's coming. I don't really know what's going on. He's just been chilling here by this mid tier 2 this whole time.
Probably talking about whether they want to rotate to bot, POD, or wait for the Weaver and TP him in, so...
It feels so inefficient. Like normally I feel like they're always going for the next target, but instead
They are smoking. They are
they're
bottom.
yeah, no, but he's been there a while as well.
Yeah.
They're only in
Feels
the
weird.
2-man smoke with Solo. They're gonna try to connect in the jungle, maybe try to get 1 or 2 kills with this Blink Echo. At the same time, Navi's probably gonna keep the smoke up and then counteract this game.
Getting wards down is the more important mission. This one. They
This
want
could be
a
very bad for VP.
they want a good bounty rune ward and then fight around the bounty runes.
Access Blink if he catches our Shaker's speed up. Oh yeah.
Oh, a bit slow reaction from Nai Pasha. Is he gonna go down? And he goes down. The bounty runes though,
Weaver gets spotted out. Ooh, a nice time lapse. They're gonna break the dust as well.
they're pinging him out. Navi's pinging out. Breeze is kind of stuck on the trees. Solo gets a good stun on Zayac, but he has to go down here, right? Crystallize uses W. Zayac with a few right clicks and Solo goes down.
But he can kill Seneko really easily. He wants it.
Wait, Axe is around.
He knows.
Blizzy.
Oh, they're ready.
He gets the core of its lifetime.
Man, they were
Blizzy.
so ready. As soon as the illusion started hitting Snake a little bit, he just puts the sentry down.
They,
It's like,
the Sakuchi hit the Earth Spear at the very end of his TP.
oh, that's true.
So he might have, either of them could have noticed it.
Yeah.
The slight animation, especially because the Immortal makes it more obvious.
So that unfortunate
point.
event of Axe blinking into the trees kind of worked out in the end because he was stuck there.
And they didn't know that he was still there.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically that mistake killed the Weaver.
Yo,
So it was not a mistake.
Yeah.
Quelling getting so popular, dude. On support.
It's really important for dewarding sentries this patch because you don't share a hero on the map when you kill a sentry.
And
Oh,
there's
was it Quelling?
there's a cap
Okay.
on sentries now, so every sentry is valuable. That's why we're seeing so much Invokers, Miranas, Teki, all of these heroes on support that normally wouldn't be support, they're getting picked. There's a cap on sentries.
So it allows you to quietly deward a sentry anywhere on the map for 200 gold.
It's pretty value.
Dire with the
I mean,
scanner.
it's amazing how safe Ramses has to play here. Or Shaker's hiding in trees.
Zayac's getting blink again on Earth Speed. I've never seen this before. I feel like he's the
It
only
used to
one.
be the build a year or two ago, I think.
I mean, it used to be when the Q was the stun, but now
Yeah.
it's W, so a lot of the Earth Spirits tend to tank up, but... Oh, look
It's
at
still quite
bottom.
tanky.
Breezy's ready. Ice Blast, will it connect?
It does.
The silence, Ice Blast wasn't even needed.
He's queuing up Lincolns. I don't even know if this is a solution. He just needs raw HP, maybe.
Man, this system looks so amazing for Navi. Earth Spirits getting top, Axe on bottom, like whoever comes, they just like, they're ready with the Ice Blast.
They do get spotted out by this ward. It's a Vertipro ward top. So they're going to feel comfortable to try to pressure this mid tower.
Roger's trying to solo kill Soneko here. Will he? Soneko TP's out. Is it enough? Oh, the Fisher.
Magical's now kind of stuck everywhere.
Nice Pasha though.
Posture the one stuck.
The swap, is that gonna be enough? There's gonna be a save from no one. No one does not save with the Astro. Now the Phoenix egg just goes down. VP seems to be crumbling here. Will no one go down? Yes, no one goes down. 3 heroes down for Virtus Pro and none from Navi. That was a huge victory for Navi.
Febby, that was a great victory for your play-by-play. Holy crap,
I told
dude.
you I've been
You have
practicing.
been practicing. That's
Yeah, I
very clear.
have. I mean, I practiced last night.
Is that the only one we're going to get all game?
I
tried
don't
it
care,
before.
dude. You can retire at this point. You're number one best caster now. It's official.
tried.
There is no way somebody's gonna make a Reddit thread complaining about our incitement levels now. You saved us, dude.
Is this the karaoke practice?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get invited back to TI next year now. Thanks to you, man. Thanks.
Blizzy tried to do one more cute call on solo, but he didn't connect.
It's one of those negatives where you pressure so hard that they're just scared to move forward at all points, and they just don't go where you expect them to. You know.
So 6,000 gold lead, 18. How does VP get it back into this? I don't know. I don't think they can. I think this OD. Did you see he like hit 6 times, 7 times, then ults, and it dealt 800 damage total.
I'm kind of scared for this Udi's game. He got blink. He has no Midas. I feel
There's
like
no BKB.
yeah, it's gonna take a really long time for his BKB. As I say that, they're going on Crystallize here. Stun from solo. Yeah, he's dead.
It's a nice kill. 500 gold for the OD and a nice 4 kill streak experience as well.
That is pretty huge, actually. Solo gets level 9 out of that.
It will be big if they transition somehow for the mid tower, but it doesn't look like it. This mid tower is really important. Yes,
It kind of feels
like everybody knows.
It kind of feels to me like Earthshaker hasn't accomplished much this game. Like he did an okay job like contesting Bloodseeker farm, but like compared to what Axe has been able to accomplish, it's like night and day difference.
Yeah, it's not the VP that we're used to be seeing. VP that we know, they're god of team fights, you know. And
But-
with these like good heroes, they don't seem to like be team fighting really.
What does the Earthshaker blink accomplish though? It's like yes, he could like blink and chain stun a guy, and I don't know, maybe like.
I
But
think they
it-
have to start with the Phoenix Egg, bait the Phoenix Egg, and then
Astra 1, Fisher another.
Astra 1 fish. Yeah, exactly.
But now we're talking about 3 heroes, and that's an Earthshaker that could be a support, you know.
Yeah.
So it feels like the Blink Rush is only good if he plays around Weaver or OD, and against enemy cores like Razor and Bloodseeker.
I think the idea is Earthshaker
they're going on solo here, but
wants
they decide it's not worth his time.
was the player on the Weaver,
Now my
but
enemy
it was working. The Weaver had a really good game. He got a triple kill bot, he's running around, feeling good. Guys 3 times in a row. Yep.
Solo is gonna go down. That was a good. Did you miss that?
I missed it.
That was a like good teamwork with Zayac and AA again. They're pinging out no one. They have their eyes on him. Really, it looks like he's gonna get a pull off soon.
He can get him.
Or
He's not gonna realize so.
Wait, Zayac, so you almost missed the silence. Now this blink is gonna be up, back up, but no one is sticking around. They wanna fight. They got Earthshaker TPing in for backup.
They're all going actually.
No, they have really good wards for VP. Look at VP's
Oh,
vision.
that's true.
VP's vision is amazing here. They wanna fight here.
Kind of weird place though. They just de-ward one or die.
No one might be baiting, and the Earthshaker might sitting behind him. But the important question is, will Navi take the bait? It seems pretty obvious. Yeah, they're not taking the bait.
Zayac's just chilling in the trees bot. He's maybe gonna drop forward in the lane so that he can see what's happening, but when he sees nothing there, he's gonna try to back off.
There's something there now. It's OD. That means they're gonna think about the Ice Blast, Seneko on the map, but he's not moving.
They do see it. They do see him.
They need another stunner because he could just banish himself after. Oh, that's not true. He could silence him, but
OD
They're waiting
is
for
pretty tanky
Magnetize
with
as well.
2k.
10 seconds on the magnetize.
Dire
They know exactly where he is. Roll, kick.
Axe is gonna come over, blink core, plasma here from Magic
Ice
Core.
Blast missed.
Ice Blast does miss, but will he get a blink off? Blink of his lifetime.
He tried his very best.
this Zayac dude is insane actually.
They have a really good system going on here with
So good.
Earth Spirit and Axe. Like Earth Spirit covers up one side, Axe covers the other, and whoever comes, they just kill him with the AA blast. It looks so good.
They're doing a great job. The other negative was that VP lost their wards. Like they had the good ward vision, but they both kind of timed out recently. And then it just allowed them to like play around. So if they had a ward there, they would have spotted either the Axe or the Razor rotating over probably. But because those wards went away and VP wasn't able to invade, they lost that advantage. So it's like it's basically the issue with them not being able to take a gank or a fight ever. It's always Navi getting the ganks. So VP never gets space to actually go around and put wards down. And look at all the sentries on the map. There's like actually all the possible sentries that you can buy. They're all on the map right now.
How many sentries
It's
are
crazy.
there? Yeah, it's crazy.
1, 2,
It's
3,
like
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 sentries
There's
on this
11?
map.
Wow.
It's insane. But they know it's a vision problem. They need to spot their opponents. They need to get a counter gank.
Can 9 Pasha break the smoke and
Nice
blink
play.
out? Ooh, 9 Pasha.
I just thought that Earthshaker evolved into Axe or something there. I don't know about you guys.
Now they switch positions. Alright, so Febby, man. Wait, this Phoenix is gonna be big.
Wait, Zayac's making plays top. This Zayac. Oh, dude, he's just everywhere.
Except for that roll. That roll sucked, dude.
I mean, it's gonna be back off.
Shit player, dude.
So, one of the most goofy things about rolling borders, 4 seconds. Even though you missed the rolling border, the other guy cannot TP away.
Is this a taunt?
No, it's for the link. Look at Razor's damage. He's got 300 damage. Now maybe they can
Oh,
roach.
they're roaching with it.
They have Bloodseeker, so they can take it down very fast too.
The percentage base damage. Except Roche is slapping now.
It is slapping, but
They're slapping harder.
Earth Spirit has a lot of stun. Oh, he's not using his stun. We're VP contestants? It doesn't look like it.
They have to give it up.
They see Seneko now.
Soul's gonna kill himself a second time.
Alright, they see how low it is, but then Zayac instantly goes to mid lane, silences OD,
He's just
keep
saying
him
hi.
away. He's like, I'm looking at you, you better not contest. Blizzy almost snatching the Aegis, it was a good try.
His own team.
So some big items coming up for VP too. Lincolns are gonna be finished on Weaver, but I don't think that's gonna be like the
What is the
team
Lincoln
fight.
for, you think? It's just Rupture, right?
I don't think it's that good. Like KB looks a lot better, doesn't he?
Static Link is maybe... it's got Rupture's the best by far.
But you can get Blood Rage, you can get Battle Hungered,
Yeah, it's rough.
Cold Feet as well.
Have you played Weaver against Bloodseeker recently? It feels really bad. It feels really fucking bad.
I thought VP would wait for no one's items. No one's BKB, the Phoenix Shiva is gonna be up soon, but I feel like they're feeling a bit desperate.
I don't think it's a good solution. I feel like... Oh,
Oh, an
initiation.
Echo. Can they
He's got
change stuff
BKB?
before he gets BKB off? That's the question, and it looks like it's well enough for a huge core from Blizzy. 2-man core, the Ice Path will connect to Phoenix. Yes,
That's
he's gonna have to.
soon.
Yes, he's gonna have to pop back, but the only is
okay.
gonna be there for the Astro. And it looks like that's it. Just one Razor down.
Okay.
That was close.
Worked out okay. So Earthshaker finally getting something done that we needed to see, which was a chain stun. And they had just enough follow-up. The magic missile follow-up. They end up getting the kill. The
Yeah.
DD was active on Weaver too.
On the most tankiest hero too. Some signs of life here.
That was a big swing. 1,400 gold. They're not that far behind at the moment. 5k. They just need to get some more kills like that.
It is still a good OD game, and it's gonna be the first team fight that we see with BKB OD, so he's gonna get a lot done.
So a cool thing is that solo changes build up again this game. Like I said, the aura was kind of bad with his last team, but now it's catchy on the
Bottom though, bottom. Bloodseeker Rupture on Earthshaker. He dodges for silence, but Breezy, he's got core ready. Is that gonna be enough? Egg is popped. Crystallize pings the egg. They want the egg so badly. It's gonna go down. Ramses does get the ulti off. Everyone's so low. Breezy is really low. OD comes in. First 10-second BKB. He gets down the axe, but he wants to look for more. But it seems like the axe is the only casualty for this 10-second BKB from no.
BKB felt a little unnecessary to me, but maybe he's worried about like geomagnetic
he got
ripples.
silenced, so he wanted to be able to get the orb hits.
Oh, that's why his first attack didn't have orb. I see. Gotcha.
But I think it was a little
Radiant's top tower.
overcommitting to the fight, but he was also worried that they tried to save the axe.
Yeah.
So overall, I think that's okay for VP. They defend the tower, but they do lose a core.
Are they? Is this Navi wards?
Yes.
If it was a VP ward, maybe VP could have fought, but because without the axe, Navi lineup is not that scary. Axe is like the crucial team fighter for Navi in the mid-late game team fights.
The big stunner, basically.
Yeah.
This Zayac is so cool. Keep
But-
rolling up on the cliff.
Giving the flying vision. Yeah.
It's so cool. I've never seen anyone do that before.
I haven't seen it either.
It's crazy. It's like they can't defend this tower because normally one of the things you want to do is, sit in the trees, have like one hero behind the tower so you bait,
like
fight around this tree line because you know they can't get to that ward spot behind the
Yeah,
tower.
forget crit. I mean, like this guy is the new Earth Spirit player. This guy's making so much stuff happen with the Earth Spirit.
What do you think Seneko is thinking right now?
Soneko used to be really good, but he knows his place. He gave Earth Spirit to Zayac.
Now he's the 5, I guess.
Yeah, Zayac.
Now he's the guy who has to die 4 times to win.
Exactly.
He's only at 3 now.
3 is a magic number, I guess.
They see Solo. Kick back. That's not easy peasy. Oh,
wait.
but Solo got a D-ward.
He knew what his job was. Straight
Oh,
blood
but this
for two.
Link. Magical is gonna get so much damage. Oh no, his ulti is hitting the bench.
You can't stop it. It gets it. You can try to move out of the way, but
I think like the ulti radius is smaller than the Link radius. So.
Not sure about that. Because it prioritizes the Link.
it's about to
Radiant's top tower is full. It's not every day that Radiant's
Oh, he still catches him on the back line.
Is that
He gets so
enough?
much damage!
Oh, but the Astro with the timeless beater. Zayac's trying to. Oh, he tanked the.
Oh, he's so
Tanked the
good.
rolling Weaver, but the damage.
kill the Weaver.
It is.
No one should put a BKB team down. They can't do anything. At least he's gonna miss the call on the Earthshaker.
And over here,
I mean, that was a really good try
Wait,
to save.
Breezy kind of got a glimpse on the Earthshaker.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, nothing's happening.
That was so well played by Navi.
I didn't
Axe
see
was-
what happened.
He
How
was
come-
sitting
How come
where the
didn't
Weaver
have-
was. The Weaver got gone by the Earth Spirit, and the Axe was waiting for the time lapse. Insta blinked on the time lapse.
Oh, is that what
Time lapse
happened?
into the Axe.
You know, it's like
Wow.
going on the back line when Ember Spirit jumps back, kind of.
Yeah, he was sitting on the fire. The age is going to expire soonish. So, how about now?
Good. You really read that one well.
Yeah.
Is that just like in your blood? Like, I could tell you when somebody picked up Aegis, so you could watch TV and you just like, I feel something coming.
Yeah.
Aegis expiring.
I kind of felt
A
like
spider
I
sense.
don't want them to fight right now, But
Yeah.
they're gonna feel fine. You just finished Butterfly, so it was mostly a farming agent for the Bloodseeker. They'd got 2 towers, I think.
Yeah, until Razor has Axe, their lineup doesn't hit buildings very well. You have to wait for Razor Axe.
Ooh, why the Storm Interval Strike? Hell yeah. Oh, X Razor, it's time. It's actually so cool to pair Razor with Axe and A. I was thinking about this earlier because Call goes through BKB, and A Blast is gonna not only give them that threshold, but then if you just let Razor Static Link and ulti, you're just dealing tons of physical. So it doesn't matter if they
Hold on,
BKB.
they caught the Earthshaker. This is very bad for VP. They need Earthshaker to team fight.
They're gonna get this Spectral Spirit too, maybe. And the Call is gonna do that.
Oh.
Not
Okay, he
enough.
didn't get cold. But,
Get the cold.
well, basically, even if somebody has a BKB, not only can they like stun through it, but they can also kill through it. Like the Razor just works so well with it.
Yeah, the 2 double BKB pierce. It's amazing.
BKBs are really big at it. A lot of cores are prioritizing BKB. If they don't need some Radiance to fight or to farm or a Battle Fury, they're kind of going some maybe Maelstrom, a Midas into a BKB.
Does Magical realize it was an Invis hero? His passive proc, they might realize.
They have no detection. No
They're
matter
trying to find Weaver.
This Butterfly is actually so good too against OD. Like, good luck killing Crystallize with OD now.
Oh, Ramses' item. Very strong linking into BKB. How are you guys feeling about that one?
Whenever a Weaver has to go multiple defensive items and he has to stack them, you know, like have to go AC, have to go Heart, have to go this BKB and Mantis, stuff like that, it feels really bad because the Weaver has built in 2 defensive items.
Oh, rolling border hits.
Nice silence of the
But
Weaver.
there is no
BKB
axe
farm.
around. Without axe, they cannot kill these heroes.
He just got the BKB off his quarter before.
That's
Wow.
yeah, it is a 10-second BKB, so BP, I'm sure they're not gonna be very happy about that one.
But he is alive at least.
Towers under
First Shaker in the area. Man, he's actually been playing a support. He's got like 10 last hits in less like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, net worth. My bad, guys. I'm sure Chad has been mad for at least 20.
The smoke up by Navi, they're gonna try to catch it. They do see the
They are so
Phoenix.
close on BKB on axe though.
axe smoke pop for the Phoenix mid. Everyone else is chilling.
Yeah, Nine Pasha is in a great position.
Nice
Oh, silence and a wood border. Can they get the Phoenix down? Yeah, he's BP. They're just
going for a +1. They might get the solo if they get a slow.
gets a slow. The magic border. Rolling border connects and a kickback. Wow, Zayac. Earth Spirit. Making magic happen. They both do have buybacks though on Phoenix and the Venge. They're gonna use Phoenixes but not Venges. There's an Arcane Rune. No one sees it.
Does not care. Waiting for buyback here, otherwise he could finish his Hex.
Yeah.
This Zayac guy, this guy's crazy, man.
Yep.
He's so good. He's actually winning these games.
Maybe
single-handedly.
Soneko taught him some Earth Spirit tips, so like his Earth Spirit got upgraded, you know?
Radiant are scanning
Yeah.
frames.
It's like fusion.
Or maybe Soneko saw Player Spirit once and then gave it up, you know. 'Cause I'm not touching this hero anymore. I can't even look good compared to you.
Like, guys, I'm 5 now.
So some big items coming up for Navi. BKB Axe and Aghanim on Razor. The Aghanim on Razor is gonna be so big, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the Bloodseeker been building? To the
He's
butterfly.
been building right click
Satanic.
guidance.
Dire
Satanic.
scanning
It's the
frames.
plan.
Interesting.
It's gonna stop the chain stun from being easier to execute.
That's true.
It's gonna give him some lifesteal, so once if he gets low, but he gets his BKB off, he can turn it into heroes. Strategician's really good. The Astral, Stun, all Earthshaker, even the slows from Phoenix, the attack slow and the mood speed slow, lessen its effect on him when he does their attack.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Also, if you want the lifesteal talent, he's got a lot of lifesteal.
He did not actually. He got Rupture cast range, which I actually kind of like. Like, Rupture is kind of a close range ability. They are going to see it coming. It's easier for them to, like, go invis or blink away or something. I think it's just a lot easier to have the Rupture cast range almost always.
Oh, I forgot to mention Zayac. The Earth Spirit God picked up BKB. Man up.
I mean, naturally, he's just going to pick up tons of items without a GPM talent. That kind of thing. Roger's pretty farm too, though. Veil Shivas, tons of armor. Level 18 for him. Queuing up a halberd next, that'll be nice.
Once they get the halberd, it'll be pretty good, but they need to get on the Bloodseeker before he gets his
Fades from sight.
It's kind of
BKB too.
they're kind of eyeballing each other for the
Oh, good
and a
swap.
swap. On the Razor, can they chain stun? Nine Pasha commits the Echo. Egg has been popped. Both teams BKB has been popped.
They block the roll. Zayac's gonna go down through BKB.
That was a great initiation by BP.
Yeah, that was really sick, actually.
They swapped and then they instant fissured.
Yeah, and in the perfect place too, right? Like, look at his run distance. He'd have to run in this giant-ass circle just to get out of there, and the instant BKB guarantees a kill. That seems like the best hero to kill by far. Bloodseeker's like a little bit tough because of the butterfly, but if Razor doesn't BKB, he's actually quite vulnerable against the pure damage. Good fight. That's the kind of stuff they need to win this game.
It's gonna be a bigger one for 35-minute rune, it looks like.
I don't think Navi's gonna try to do a big fight right now. They're down 2 cores.
I think they will. Let's see what happens.
Zayac counts as a core, so they're down 2.
They need to see Earthshaker if they do want to fight.
They do, but they don't want to.
Meant to have
They're gonna be content, you know, giving up all the runes that they cut their losses. no one also just picked up a sheep after the last couple fights.
That's huge. As we saw, in the last fight, chain stun is good.
Roshan is up, so this next 2-3 minutes is going to be really important for both teams. They're going to try to ward around mid, position the heroes so that maybe leave a Weaver bot or leave maybe a Razor bot, and then try to force it in so they force TPs out to defend the base. You want to move your enemy team away from Roshan, so you can't do it yourself.
So what's the best way to move teams away from Roshan like that? Just like push out opposite sides of the map kind of thing, like what Roger's doing?
Yeah, you try to have the hero that doesn't have to be there at the start. Like his egg can be like 2 seconds late to this Razor can be a little late, stuff like that. So they can TP or respond to the fight at Roche.
I got a gem on the Weaver, by the way. Finishes Mjolnir too.
Both teams have been doing a very good job on having gems around 30 minutes timing to ward.
It's like playing really safe with the split push here. They don't want to get caught.
Roger is doing what we said, trying to push out bottom so Navi heroes not just run to Rouge or the top area of the map.
Ursula is getting pretty close to Satanic. Gotta save for buyback though. It's got lots to go. Still no progression in Pasha's items, basically saving up for Yule's, which will help him offset a silence potentially, or maybe Yule's axe when he goes in, if he gets a good timing.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you Yule's, the silence, both silences off like you said. You can Yule's the axe, he pulls your Weaver, so
But if he pops BKB at the right timing, it won't work, but still good. Protect himself, like Gorshaker is definitely an easy target. Like, you do not want to get chain stun, you want to kill him during your BKB, so if you can buy time, it could really help this team.
So, I think the next, maybe the 38-minute rune or the 40-minute runes are going to be really important for this Roche. There's a DD rune, a haste rune, arcane rune maybe for the OD, something along those lines. I think the team will take it, and they'll smoke, and they'll take this big fight. I think this next Aegis could turn the game either way. If Navi gets it, the game might look really hard for VP, but if VP gets it, I think the game kind of cracks open. OD or late game stage is going to be really, really strong.
Seems interesting to me, like how important it comes down to runes these days. Like I feel like I keep watching games where they're comfortable forcing engagements just to grab whatever rune happens to spawn, but it seems insane, like something that wouldn't happen 2 years ago, for example.
Yeah, because like a double damage on a right click, right? Like doubles the net worth of that guy, so or like an arcane rune on storm. Feels like it's double the net worth.
Gotcha. I mean, teams are always looking for a competitive advantage, right? So maybe that's one of the next ones that haven't been utilized before. Here comes the bounty rune. No bounties actually.
BKB, no one's
Instant
gonna do a
kill.
lot of damage.
Egg is going to get insta-killed by triple BKB. Are they going to keep fighting him?
There is a shrine for VP, but it looks pretty bad for me, to be honest. A lot of link damage has been transferred over
Good
to
time lapse, but
Razor.
he gets killed. He's TP'd back in. No, they see him actually running for their lives. Caught that ward me. Okay, so kind of a weird fight.
VP definitely lost for sure. They bought back on no one doesn't have ulti for 2 minutes. That's pretty
Lost the
big
fight,
on-
right?
It's real close. 600 gold swing. Buyback on A, I guess, but maybe just VP is losing, so that was the trade-off. Experience change way better for Navi. They got more levels out of that one.
It's so hard for OD to scale in this type of game where the enemy team has, I think, 4 BKBs right now. So he BKBs and they trade their BKBs.
Yeah, how the fight has to happen is like they can't fight when BKBs are up. The VP has to kite their BKBs because OD cannot input any damage.
But even then, I think Navi without BKBs is stronger than VP without BKBs. Because VP has to initiate with their stuns for a fight to go well. So
Just because of silences and stuff?
yeah, silences and tanky heroes like the Earth Spirit's tanky, the Axe is tanky, Razor's fairly tanky, the Satanic coming out. Kind of difficult. I think the longer the fight goes, I think it's gonna feel better for Navi. This Bloodseer is gonna go faster, more damage gets stolen. Magnetize will keep taking people down. He'll get 2-3 axe calls, Culling Blade. Fight is awkward.
The egg placement for Phoenix is a bit off too. I think it was right in the middle of the team fight, so that can work better. Oh, the Roche rune, guys, double damage top.
It's ready.
On top too.
There's no ODO, I believe, right? Or Echo Slam? Might try. Echo Slam's coming up shortly, but
They're baiting the rune, I think.
40 seconds on OD though. Yeah, it looks like it.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
They're scanning though, they see him.
Yeah.
So at this point, they probably just assume that they're Roshing. Blood Rage in 2 seconds. See if they can get there in time.
Cole's gonna scout it. He's gonna make the rush back faster. Vision given by the Phoenix. He's gonna try to get a good egg on the outside. They're gonna defend it with Echo, but
They see him disengage, but their positioning is pretty safe right now. Go level 18 for Venge at least.
Navi does still have no save, so if 9 Pasha somehow sneaks like a 2-man, 3-man echo, I'm sure this game can be different.
They didn't get magic on the smoke. They're probably trying to get him swapped here. If they could do it, it would be huge because they could hex him right after, but they're not falling to first here.
Yeah, VP's aware. Ramses is just pushing bottom.
Oh, good call. No BKB.
There is gonna be a swap.
Oh, the swap not so good.
Oh, no one's too low from the rupture swap play.
there's no buyback. The OD is gonna go down. Red Hudson buys back, and they're gonna jump on the Phoenix.
The egg is popped, but like there's too much attack speed from Navi. They're just trying to run from their line. Oh, huge core.
He has Satanic. He might be fine. He'll
Oh,
walk
the
it off.
Satanic, the status resistance.
They're ready to turn this. Get a kill or two.
He wanted to cut the creep wave, I think. The Maelstrom procs? Yeah, gets him.
Oh, the Maelstrom procs, yeah.
They have no jump. Crystallize is gonna drop items.
Dude, that was actually such a sick play. I genuinely thought he gave up. I was like, what the hell is he doing there? He's just standing still attacking creeps. He wanted to cut the creep wave knowing that OD's dead because killing the creep wave delays the back door, and he just ends up getting a kill out of it. That was so big.
We can see from that fight how important status resistance is against the X. Oh my,
Yeah.
it's like a tongue twister. Status resistance.
Saves them a whole second of call through BKB. It's actually massive.
Yeah, they couldn't like chain stun their stuns.
Even like the rolling boulder, lowering it down to
Yeah.
like 0.6 makes it a pretty crappy stun actually.
Stuff like that starts to not feel like you're getting stunned, especially when you start building the S and Y and Satanic on some heroes.
Yeah.
You just kind of run around. Not even have to pop your BKB half the time.
Quick decision making really changes Dota in so many ways. It's fun to watch.
The game would have been really scary if you didn't do that play. Radiant would have gotten roasted a lot sooner.
That's a good
Going
point.
back in.
Yeah, they will take it, but I mean, if Earth Spirit's alive, then they just confidently go for it. Oh, 4v3, we got area control.
It
Now
might have
it's
been game. It was like 100 seconds on OD, right? So they can go Rosh, march down mid.
just helping them push here. It does give him vision, I guess, but I think they're probably happy
9
with the mind.
Pasha. It looks like he wants to try it. And about the port feed.
If he would have gone,
Ice
maybe.
Blast is gonna connect.
Yeah,
Blizzy doesn't have blink for 8 seconds though.
There's no way.
I think he's dead. I don't know.
Here, the Radiant's top tower.
You were right. Dead.
Oh, I'm so good. This is why I'm an analyst, guys.
If you're a player, would you live there?
No. I was dead. Clearly.
Happens to the best of us. So Navi's gonna try to force high ground.
Yeah, they give Aegis to Razor because they want to go high ground. Razor is the tower hitter, so it's logical that Razor gets the Aegis.
Is the Razor? So, yeah. So they have 2 Satanics now. One on the Razor, one on the Blitz.
41% status resistance. Good luck, guys. Let's see if he ultis for this. I think the building hit. It's better against
He should ult.
barracks though. Doesn't last that long though. I guess it's like 50% uptime. It's not bad.
Probably just right now.
Okay, go for it. Oh,
The
good
blood
sounds.
Also, is gonna increase the damage on buildings.
Blizzy is aware that there is 2 saves, so he doesn't commit the core.
It's a little scary. If you would have gotten swapped there, it could have been bad. But they don't have.
That tower is just enough. It opens up the shrine, which is really important. Opens up the map controller.
Under attack.
No minus armor? What is this bullshit? Oh, yeah, that's right. It doesn't do minus armor to buildings.
Yeah. Imagine that. It just hits your building 30 times. Your Ancient has negative 30 armor. You smack it once, it's gone.
Your Crystal Maiden comes up at 250 attack speed and it's just like. Tower's going. Or Ancient, lose the game.
The big one.
Yeah, that'd be kind of BS.
So Satanic almost finished on the Razor. Again, Satanic or Scotty. Scotty's really good against ranged cores.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, and it's a Weaver and an OD. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Zayac's gonna finish his Aghanims too. Great place.
His items actually look kind of empty right now, but dude's farm to sell.
Yeah. The Aether Lens is really good for the Ags. because usually you have to be almost in melee range. It's like 200 I think.
Yeah, it's like this tiny little circle.
Yeah, so the Aether actually gives you a little more breathing room to freeze enemies or freeze your allies.
Plus you can place boulders a little bit farther away, you know?
Sure, everything else. I don't think it changes your roll distance, but your kick distance also.
Does it? Okay. Grip distance. No, these are all so big. It's literally just for the tags.
So he's gonna finish it. I think that's gonna be for like the Razor when he goes high ground. They're doing the swap shenanigans, like the swap into sheep into an echo. It's gonna blink and then with the BKB, freeze him, kick him out, maybe silence a couple other heroes, turn the fight. That's how they're gonna want to play it.
It looks like the top two structures is what Navi has their eyes on.
Yeah, we're gonna take the Shrine out for 2. Start that choke maneuver that a lot of the teams have been doing these days.
How would you describe the choke maneuver?
You take all the outer towers, shrines if you can. So once you take out the shrines, you lose the ability to rotate into your jungle and buy back. So now all the fights are going to be 5v5 for the win outside of the base.
At least
fights are 5v5. You can't. The team with the higher net worth is going to win the fights most likely. So the shrines are really important for losing because they can now buy back and make it a 6v5 or 7v5.
Yeah. Or if they're retreating, you can TP behind them and cut them off as they retreat. Yeah.
So now that you can't do that, you kind of lose this part of the map unless you do the
VP feels a little bit out of position. I don't know if they expected them to get here so quickly, but they cut one more creep wave behind. Nicely played by Phoenix, but
Zayac's positioning, look, he's ready. He placed the ward down.
Kind of shit he does. Is he gonna grab somebody with enchant, send him back?
I try to grab the
Oh, he does. Goes for the bench. Good grab.
Oh, nice sheep.
A nice ship from Moon though.
Doesn't get his BKB off that. He's gonna die. He doesn't have buyback.
The bench doesn't have buyback either, but they might not want to push with that first. Really,
That's a good grab by
Magical
Nolan.
does not care, so he's gonna walk up high ground and take a lot of damage.
The newly fresh purchased MKB from now Ramses is doing a lot of work.
Yeah, he does a lot of damage.
They're all gonna TP it. So now that they're just gonna wait for this Earth Spirit, they're probably gonna push in bot with 1 or 2 heroes pushing mid. They want to move back to that position so it's better lanes, so they don't have to be worried about that position.
That was a slight misplay from Navi, I think. They were a bit too ambitious. I think they should have used the Aegis to make them jump on them.
I mean, the Venge is not that problematic though with Rupture though, because whoever they go on, they just gotta Rupture that guy and then they can probably follow up. Like he just needed to pop BKB clearly, like or maybe get high ground vision might have been nice too. They didn't put a ward on high ground, and if he did have a ward, he might have seen the OD coming and pop BKB in time. Because if he just BKBs there, it's fine, right?
Yeah.
Like it sucks to lose BKB for that, but if the Venge is dead and doesn't have buyback, then now anybody you go on is screwed. I feel like it could have been worth it.
So the Razor has a Refresher Orb. He picked it up before the high ground push, so he's gonna have double BKB, double Satanic, double ult. But destroy these buildings if he really wants to.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of damage actually.
He did go 100 attacks,
Yep.
so good for him.
I think it makes sense against like BKB cores sometimes. It can be really nice. Although I do like the unstable current damage sometimes. Against the right heroes, yeah.
Against, I've seen, I believe even no one did at one point. You want Radiance and all the static link talent?
That's cool.
Static field talents. The heal would ever go on him and he would take 300 damage a second.
Yeah. That's
really
like
cool.
900 for every illusion basically, or something like that.
And he also does Shivas and Octarine and all this cool stuff.
That's cool. Oh yeah, because Octarine probably works on unstable, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So doing everything for his team. He's got to push the lanes, got to get the kills, got to gank. Hard to carry sometimes. I forgot about the duo magnetic grip allies.
That used to be a feature, remember? From level 1.
God, it really was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It was like, you were also like, your model was weird when you were getting pulled. So there's clips of like you getting pulled and the punch hook would go through you.
Yeah, that's right.
That was crazy. I think it worked on Chrono too. And I don't think Black Hole, but
Yeah,
your
yeah.
hero would get gone on and then you pull them back.
It's kind of like a force staff or
It would
something.
silence as well.
With the hero that's moving,
Yeah.
that
So
shit
it's
was
like-
busted.
They just be pulled through 2 enemy heroes, silence the enemy heroes, be now on your heroes.
That's a really good point. The fact that it's now a level 25 talent, and that was just like there all the time.
Literally level 1.
Yeah, that was insane. That's actually so busted. So busted.
So this away Bloodseeker's item of choice. Crystallize is gonna try to.
There might be a fight here.
Jason. Oh, he wants to
Again,
punch.
They're trying to go on the Earthshaker. Looks like they're not get it.
Oh, they got
Rupture on Weaver. What's he doing here? He's trying to TP out, but there's too much damage from Magical. He has 210 damage stolen.
Why was he in there? I mean, I just assumed that when they got on top of Earthshaker like that, they were in a ditch or something.
I think he might have tried to go on the A, but he's a Ghost Scepter, so he was unable to.
Until he gets a Nullifier or something, he's not going to be able. And I don't think he's going to be able to afford this. I mean, his defensive items have worked out this game. They bought him enough time to like get the finished Mjolnir, get the MKB.
This is pretty big. Roger is not in the high ground and he doesn't have TP.
Did he get cancelled or something?
No, he just TP bottom and tried to go for the boundaries.
Oh man! But then they instantly push mid.
Luckily, Razor's ulti's not up. 5 more seconds.
Oh,
swap into Hex. Oh, but that's a tonic.
yeah.
The status resistance is kicking in again. Will he refresh
Another
here? Another BKB. And another ulti.
He hasn't popped the second ulti yet.
The egg is popped. Navi decide they cannot kill the egg and they just back off safely. Oh, OD kind of like screws up and he Astros himself.
Oh man, I'm a little surprised that Navi didn't turn around and fight that. I guess once the refresher got popped by Razor, I assumed he would like pop his second ulti.
I think they tried, but the egg was popped and Navi decided like all their blinks were getting off.
Yeah, I didn't see the supernova. That makes sense then.
Yeah. So they decided to back off.
Well, on the bright side for VP, once they get Ags, which they do have now in Phoenix, they have a good save. They can actually save one of these guys that gets grabbed.
He can also laser in the fight. There's 2 strength heroes, also Bloodseeker and Razor are also going really tanky, so this laser, the Sunrise can do a lot of
Sorry, because you can stun array while you're egging now, right? Okay. Do you think he should have gotten eggs faster this game? Like, he bought it 4th item. He could have bought it pre-Shiva's, skip, have Halberd and go eggs instead.
I think the eggs is okay, but it's more important to actually have your egg pop. With Shiva's, the aura still works for the attack speed slow. Halberding a hero before you pop the egg. Make sure your egg is like a strong egg, rather than Sunray a little stronger, saving an ally a little stronger.
We're turning Supernova into a disruption, basically, for 4,000 gold.
It also resets cooldowns.
They did spot that Roche is alive. Both teams are aware of this now. Oh, they grabbed revenge.
It's the same thing again. Wait, Blizzy is coming.
Oh, that Vidra actually messing them up. The Weaver couldn't get the kill during the stun duration.
Blizzy is gonna come in with a Thor, I think.
There's gonna be an Astral on the Weaver though. He has a BKB still up on the Weaver, but Echo
Oh, huge echo. The backline, it's actually not.
Ice Blast hits Weaver though. This is actually kind of bad. He can't Satanic now. He's fighting to death, but that's it. He goes
There's no
down.
buyback on the Weaver.
Roger's egg is just off cooldown for 2 seconds too.
1 second.
1 second, it comes up now.
He has buyback. First trigger at the bottom of the fight might go down. He is under HP. Ryan gonna commit.
The Bloodseeker sees it. OD doesn't have
1 second.
BKB. This looks pretty bad.
Magical catches the Earthshaker on the top of the fight, but OD gets out. The Avenge bought back as well. Phoenix has buy, but his Weaver no buyback. 5 minutes.
And Earthshaker too, no buyback. If Navi is aware, Earthspeed should just buy back. Yep, they're aware. Earthspeed should buy back and go.
Oh, he thought he had money.
For boots of travel.
Oh no, now he's got to slowly walk across the map. He's got to kill the bot creep wave. I think that's one way. He's
got GPM talent. Maybe he's waiting.
Oh, just wait 30 seconds. It'll be fine.
They're going for Throne.
Oh, Razor's
they have all
damage.
of their ults. I think if they get maybe a good swap into a sheep, that they can turn it.
That is true. No one does still have the hammer.
Big hammer. He has a refresher, but he got silence. Oh, the refresher.
Razor does have buyback. He's gonna buy back.
The egg's gonna pop. They might do this.
No, yeah, egg is
It's
gonna
got more
pop.
stun duration.
No one's BKB is off though.
Oh, so close.
Zayac's BKB is gonna run out. The OD is gonna Astral.
Crystallize is gonna cure so much from these creeps.
Oh, a nice blink from Noah. Gonna get to the top of the fight. He's gonna get chased down. Brought quickly down. He has no buyback.
That's gotta be it.
Roger is flattening his wings, but it's not enough.
Yo, what a series from Navi. Taking 2-0 against VP. I think if you ask like a poll or something pre-TI, like, oh, would Navi beat VP in a 2-0? It's like nobody that would say yes during group stage. I mean, VP historically has like kind of iffy group stage performances. They usually do like mediocre. They get some losses, and then obviously in the end, they don't always perform. They always perform under expectations at TI, but to assume that they would just get outplayed twice in a row. I mean, it was the same Navi lineup, so I think VP is definitely going to learn like, oh shit. And I think this is the lesson that every team has now learned against Navi. It's like, don't give them this tri-hero setup, because they can execute it so well.
AX, it is working wonders for them, I think.
This A hero, I think you should ban it.